to the start list that we were sent by the race organizer yesterday. Suffice to say, they're not available, so therefore, ergo, we can take it that De Schuytenaar is the likely go-to man for the Lotto Intermarché squad today.
Well, my start list just updated 3 minutes ago to say that, Milan Menton is not on the start. 3 minutes ago we found out, so we were just going on what we knew at the start of the day. But anyway, 12 seconds. So, they're holding. I thought maybe they'd get to 5K to go, but they have been cooperating as much as possible. A couple of them missing turns. Berlin with the knees out, but Lidl Trek, they've now come to the front in numbers. Flick of the elbow there from the young Hector Alvarez.
Youngest rider in the race.
Is done.
One of two teenagers in the Lidl Trek lineup, including Albert Withen Philipson, and great effort from Alvarez, who was off the back, remember, in Group 3. They got back on. He and others have made a contribution, and that's it for him. So they're running out of teammates to try and go back-to-back with Edward Theuns. Can he become the first ever back-to-back winner of this event? And just the second two-time winner of Bredene Koksijde Classic. They still continue to believe, and why not? Because 4K to go, it's down to 10 seconds. Surely the catch is going to be inevitable. Don't tell Gelders. Certainly don't tell Heinrich Breiner Pedersen, because every time he rolls through, he's having a look around and saying, please, please, put a little bit more down. There's a game face on board from Gelders, but I don't think there's any time left for that. You've got to push on, Michael Coppens and friends.
Well, what are for me the two strongest sprint teams in the race in Lidl Trek and Alpecin Premier Tech? They're really starting to form up at the front, getting good numbers. Lidl Trek already with the man overboard, with Alvarez having done his work, just sort of waiting in the wings. There's a good gaggle of riders from Alpecin Premier Tech, and haven't seen how to batash there, but Santa Sanchez, Jensen Plowright, Henry Ulich, and of course they got Tobias Bayer, Simon Goossens, Leonard Belmont. So they're grouped up pretty well. And last year's winner also being well looked after.
Well, it's a final throw of the dice from Henrik Pedersen, who realizes that he's the strongest rider in this group. Cooperation has broken down. Just a handful of seconds advantage over that main peloton. Gelders grimaces in his efforts to stay at the front of the race, but surely this breakaway group is doomed to failure now, well, ultimate glorious failure at any rate, because that is a very, very fast-moving peloton inside 3 kilometers to go, and they're all assembling at the front, and at the moment, well, who's going to have command? Certainly into these final series of bends inside 2.5 kilometers to go. It's Pedersen that is hanging on out there.
Hanging in there, and a really good push up on the right of the peloton there, the white jerseys, the team of Total Energy, got Jason Tesson. They've got had a man in the break all day. They've had to do no chasing at all, but now they're coming to the front, Total Energy. And I saw a couple of white jerseys, Rui Oliveira and Sebastian Molano from UAE coming forward together, and that's a cunning little sprint tandem that they've got. Also the pink and blue of the Unibet Rose Rockets for Dylan Groenewegen. They've got a few riders on board, 3 or 4 all set for the lead out, just outside 2K to go.
Well, he's been rejoined by Bullens at the front for a final moment. Clear indeed, it's Bullens that wants us to launch, and everybody wants to be last man standing, and that's the best I think that they can hope for. Oh, it's a crash at the back, and riders in various states of disrepair. It's a painful visit to the tarmac for Brodie McDonald and others, and they are that's all done indeed for La Ronde of the Car Rural squad, as we focus our attention on the final moments out front for this breakaway group. 1,500, 1,700 metres to go, and look at that, the charge on the front, the NSN squad arriving at the front. Will it be for Hofstetter today?
Walscheid there with Edward Theuns behind him. UAE coming up, bringing Milano as well. Dylan Groenewegen being piloted there. He's just poking out on the right-hand side. Alpecin Premier Tech a bit pushed away with Jensen Plowright. There's Groenewegen, 7th wheel right in the middle. Pink helmet on the wheel of his teammate. Lotto up the inside with De Schuytenaar. Walscheid pulls away now, so the Lidl Trek, no, he's still come through on the front. So a big, big turn from him.
Yeah, de Schuytenaar for the Lotto Intermarché squad. They've been out front for much of the day in the early break, but now that's been called to account and dragged back, and control at the front maintained by the Lidl Trek squad for the reigning champion of this event, and he's in prime position, but will he have to surf the wheels of other lead-outs, and who can possibly get organised in what's a fairly chaotic final kilometre of racing? They know this finish, they know what's involved, and everybody wants to take a risk or two to get into prime position through the final series of sweepers that will take us onto the finishing straight in Koksijde today. It's a wonderful situation for the Unibet Rose Rockets. Can they put Groenewegen sitting fourth wheel on the tail of the reigning champion into what would be a glorious success as Edward Toons races for glory, but it's the Lotto Intermarché squad through the final bend waiting to present to Schuytenaar. Here comes Edward Toons up there in the centre. Groenewegen just outside him going for glory. Is Bittner there as well? Well, it's Groenewegen. Groenewegen's going to get her, I think. Will he be able to hang on? Arms aloft eventually. Bredene Koksijde Classic is claimed by the Unibet Rose Rockets. That was an absolutely stunning piece of race organisation and a wonderful success on the day for Dylan Groenewegen, who gets up to take the glory. Barely a moment to think about it, but that is a massive, massive win for the Unibet Rose Rocket squad and for Dylan Groenewegen, who, well, that was a sensational final sprint.